In the late 1820s and 1830s, canals began to become the dominant form of transportation for passengers and goods. The Erie Canal, Chesapeake and Ohio Canal, and James River Canal all provided route for goods, and especially grain, to travel from the fertile areas of the Ohio River Valley to coastal ports. Merchants from Baltimore wanted to compete for trade with these canals, and they knew that in order to keep their port city competitive, they needed to open routes to the western states. They wanted to create an alternative that was faster than the Erie Canal. Thus, they decided to create a railroad, and construction began in 1828. Many of the early structures of the B&O are made from granite, including the Carrollton Viaduct, which is the second oldest railroad bridge that is still in operation in the world. In the early years of the railroad's operation, horses pulled the railroad cars along the tracks. In 1830, an inventor named Peter Cooper created Tom's Thumb, the first American-built steam locomotive, in order to convince the B&O owners to adopt steam engines, which was successful. The B&O reached Wheeling, West Virginia, on January 1, 1853, which marked the creation of an unbroken section from Baltimore to the Ohio River. Though further sections were later added, the railroad helped make Baltimore the commercial and financial capital of the region south of Philadelphia. During the Civil War, the B&O was crucial to the Union cause, as it was the main connection between Washington, D.C. and the northern states, especially west of the Appalachian Mountains. At this point, it owned more than 75 locomotives and 2,000 freight cars. Near the start of the Civil War in 1861, Stonewall Jackson undertook several operations against the B&O in order to disrupt the usage of the railroad by the Union Army and capture locomotives and cars for the Confederate cause. Another important moment for the railroad came in 1863, when it was called on to help move 25,000 men from Virginia to reinforce the Union stronghold at Chattanooga, Tennessee. Throughout the Civil War, the B&O was captured by both sides repeatedly, which created an unstable and difficult time for the company. The railroad couldn't provide continuous service for its customers until after the war had concluded. In 1871, a stone bridge was built across the Ohio River at Wheeling, which connected the B&O Railroad to the Central Ohio Railroad, and thus created a direct rail connection to Columbus. This allowed the B&O to start expanding west and north. In the mid-1870s, the B&O attempted to reduce its workers' wages, which led to a massive strike in Martinsburg, West Virginia in 1877. The strike spread to Cumberland, Maryland, but was eventually put down by federal troops and state militias. After the railroad reemerged from bankruptcy, control of the B&O was acquired by the Pennsylvania Railroad in 1901. It corporately ceased to exist when it was absorbed by the Chesapeake and Ohio Railway in 1987, which later merged into CSX Transportation.